Hey guys, Mark here. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. So I had a lot of people that were asking yesterday. Yesterday was one of those days that I just had to shut down for a while because everything had just been, I've been sleeping, thinking about everything that's going on, how we can make a difference, how to react. It's a lot. It seems like every day you think, okay, this is as bad as it's going to be, and then it gets a little worse. So yesterday I went out to my fish pond and just shut off, and it was relaxing. So I said, you know what, this is a good time to live stream. Maybe this will relax some others. And so I had people say, please do that again today, and we had more people in today, and we hung out there. I actually got a few more fish to put in the pond. So that was a lot of fun. So it's now back to life, back to reality, and back to everything that's going on in the world. So, listening to Pro Football Talk, which this is not a surprise to me. I think I already talked about this a few days ago. Um, the idea of having training camp of the Cowboys going to Oxnard and everything going back to a normal situation, I don't think happens. You look at the airports and the airline industry right now, they basically are using about 5 or 6% of capacity. Normally over my house, because there's two airports that aren't that far away from here, usually with the scatter plan, you'll see airplanes. I don't remember the last time I saw an airplane or a contrail. I just don't. Even traffic on the roads are still not anywhere close to being what these are. I mean, we used to have some badass traffic on the interstates around here, and I have yet to get caught in, even on Memorial Weekend. So to think that the Cowboys are just going to be going in literally less than 2 months, heck, you're talking about usually about 21st, 25th. They would be going in earlier than everybody else because they were going to be scheduled to play in the Hall of Fame game. That basically 7 weeks from now, you think that the world is going to be completely back to normal, where they're going to go to Oxnard and think that we're going to have crowds there. I don't see how you do that. They're still talking about trying to have a basketball season that won't start until the end of July or maybe August. And the same thing with baseball. So, this isn't really breaking news that, NFL teams are planning on holding training camps at home. There's 9 teams that go away for camp. The Cowboys, of course, always go to Oxnard. The Redskins used to go up to Frostburg State and things like that, but they haven't done that in a long, long time, since I think Joe Gibbs left. The Raiders go to like wine country. I remember one year, it's probably 2013, the Saints went up to West Virginia, Greenbrier, West Virginia, for their camp. But it's 9 teams basically that go elsewhere. Now, there were some teams, because depending on what their states were going to do, if they were going to be allowed to be able to even open up and work in their own facilities, that were making contingency plans of saying, okay, if we can't work out and work in our facilities, we can go to a state that we can. Well, right now, New York has basically said that, you can start doing this stuff. We know Texas, Lord knows, Texas says you can have outdoor events now with 25%. California is beginning to loosen up some of that as well. That you see that, okay, maybe they'll be able to work out at the facilities. The thing that I'm still curious about is the college season. I have not heard much, and maybe I haven't been paying much attention, if there is going to be college football this year. That's going to be a bigger one, because that will have a direct correlation to what happens with the NFL, because the NFL has basically said, if there's not college football, you can see us on Saturdays. So they have a contingency plan to kind of do everything. They plan on starting the season on time. They plan on having fans in the stands. They plan on having the schedule the way they put it in there. But like any good leader, you make contingency plans in case shit happens. Not like Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett, we got a plan. This is what we're going to do. And if it doesn't work, we're screwed. No, the NFL's got cake and cushion that's put into the schedule where they can adapt and change and so forth. And they can start the season later on and combine it. Basically doing away with the bye weeks and stuff, the bye week between the Super Bowl and all that, and they can move the Super Bowl. So they've got plans in place that one way or the other, you will see football. I have no doubt in my mind that we will see football. Will it start off later? Maybe. Will we have the Hall of Fame game? I don't think so. But who knows? I guess the bigger question will be is, after this week of turmoil, where we've had so many people so close together, ain't been no social distancing this week. We had Memorial Weekend with everybody going to the beach and saying the hell with it. And it feels like most people have kind of put coronavirus on the back burner. Well, my state, I can tell you right now, we have slowed down, but it has not gone down. Every day I look up, the number is still ticking up. 2 weeks from now, if all of this stuff that we're doing right now, this protesting, everything else, if Corona spreads the way they say it is, we may see a major uptick in it, and that may change the plans for everything and everybody. But we won't find out for about 2 weeks. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. So I guess that decision's made for me. I won't be going to Oxnard this year for training camp. And more than likely, I won't be going to the Hall of Fame game in August. But hopefully, at the very least, I will be sitting at home having a Zoom call with about 50 or 100 of my best friends here on YouTube as we watch the football game. All right, guys, you're up to date.